Hello everyone, Tashi here. Welcome to my channel. In today's Pick a Card reading, we are looking at what your superpower is, finding out your gifts, talents, and abilities. So if you like these kinds of readings, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. As you can see, you have 4 options here, 4 cards to choose from. So if you prefer to choose without crystals, then I'd pause the video now because I'm going to add some in just a moment. But these talents or superpowers may be hidden. You may not be aware of them yet. I'm going to be connecting with spirit today and seeing what comes through for you. So let's get some crystals on these cards. I've actually decided to go with jewelry items here instead of specific crystals. So as you can see, group 1 is black tourmaline. Group 2 is heather, a heather earring that I got from Scotland. Group 3 is a love heart necklace piece from my nana. And group 4 is another necklace piece that I got for my birthday from my father many years ago. So those are your options: group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. If you feel drawn to more than one group, then that's perfectly okay. You can watch more than one reading, but now is the time to pause the video if you need more time to decide what card or item you're most drawn to, and I'll see you in your reading. Hello group 1, if you chose this black tourmaline, then this will be your reading all about your hidden talents, your superpowers, or your gifts, whatever you want to call it. So these first 2 cards are your chakra cards, and they were pre-shuffled oracle cards. And we've got the 5th chakra, the throat chakra, communication, and the 2nd chakra, the sacral chakra, abundance. Okay. The 5th chakra is all about your throat, as it says, communication. So I'm feeling you are a very creative person with the 5th chakra coming up, because there's something about creativity here. You will speak up for others. You will speak up for yourself with this card coming up. It wouldn't surprise me if you're in some kind of community services work or some kind of job that involves helping others. If not that, then some kind of creative job that involves creative expression with the 5th chakra here. A creative job that inspires and moves people, something that can make people feel good. If not, you may be drawn to careers like that. I'm feeling you are the type of person where if you see someone else upset about something, then you will step in and you will help that person. You will speak up when no one else does, group 1. You are great at self-expression and speaking your truth. You also have abundance. The 2nd chakra, abundance here. The sacral chakra. Again, the sacral is all about self-expression and also sexuality. The sacral is located just below your belly button. I'm feeling you have a very feminine energy, a very nurturing energy, group 1. That doesn't mean you are female. We all both have masculine and feminine energy. There's just this sense of I'm feeling with abundance here. I'm sensing you have this ability to manifest your desires, group 1, even if you aren't fully aware of it yet. What you put your mind to, you can get done. If you have a goal, you will reach it. I'm picturing a racehorse looking at the finish line, very determined and very powerful. You just have this innate ability, this gift, to bring your desires into reality with the abundance card here, to bring your wants and dreams down to the 3D. If you aren't the type of person that works on manifestation, then I would start now, make a vision board, start journaling, meditate, speak to your guides. Because even though I do get this very determined energy, I sense if you really work on your manifestations, you'll be even more powerful. But let's take a look at your other oracle cards. So we've got Frog Spirit, Athena, Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. That the wording is really not relevant there. I'll get to that in a moment. We've got August, wind chimes, peace and harmony. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with my voice today. Mountain, major challenge to overcome. Sage, be devoted and committed. Where are we putting him? And Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. Okay. How do we want this to look? 2 seconds. I'm just going to tidy this up. Okay, so this rabbit card, I've just tidied it up and I'm going to mess it up. I feel like I need to address this rabbit card straight away because, like, don't take it as a negative. You may be a very sensual person. Whoops. You may be a very sensual person with the sacral chakra here. But what I'm really feeling from this card is that you are a very sharp person and a very resourceful person. The rabbit spirit animal is about luck and creativity too, much like your chakra cards here. I feel you can manifest what you want. You are hardworking. You're hardworking with the rabbit here, and you can manifest your desires. You also have the Magic Guardian here. What a beautiful card to get. Unlock the magic from within. I'm sensing you are this powerhouse, group one. You have so much magic inside of you. Look at this powerful woman staring ahead with confidence and this knowing. I'm getting this strong clairsentience energy here, group one. You're quite empathic. You can really sense things before they happen, sense how people are feeling. And sometimes you may take on other people's feelings, like their energy, group one, which can be exhausting. If you seem to have common coincidences in your life, like, you know, you thought of something and then it happened and this is a sign that isn't a coincidence, group one. You predicted what was coming there. But as I was saying, with the 5th chakra here, communication, you have this innate ability to speak up for people or speak up for yourself when you feel something isn't right. And I feel that is because you can sense what's really going on. You can sense how that person is really feeling. Clairsentience people are people with gifts of this spiritual detection, essentially, like a spiritual detective. You may notice you can sense others' emotions, as I said, or you can pick up on situations, energetic vibrations. Basically, you feel and sense a lot, group one, and this may be why you were attracted to the black tourmaline over here, because black tourmaline blocks negativity. It may benefit you to get some black tourmaline so you don't take on others' energies so much when you're feeling exhausted. You also have sage. You are very wise with sage here, a very wise person. You have this inner knowing. I'm feeling you are an old soul, group one. You are wise beyond your years and have strong intuitive abilities, I feel. You may find you are your friends and family's go-to. They naturally come to you for advice or for a shoulder to lean on. And that's because you are truly incredibly wise. You're understanding, but also logical in your approach on how you deal with situations. You have frog spirit, clear out the clutter. You really don't mess around, group one, with frog spirit here. You have a very cleansing energy, and others notice that. They're drawn to that cleansing energy. You have this very no bullshit, let's fix this attitude towards situations. So not only are you nurturing and caring towards others, towards, you know, your loved ones and others in your life, but you also want to fix it. You want to make them feel better and help them to clear any toxic situations from their life. I believe I read somewhere that the frog spirit has the ability to move back and forth from the material and ethereal worlds, the 5D and 3D. And so I feel you are very spiritual, group one. You can be very light and harmonious, have a very dreamlike persona 1 second, like the wind charms, peace and harmony here. You have this dreamlike persona, connecting with spirit and going within. But then, like the frog spirit, you have this ability to come back down to earth and be very grounded and have this go-getter attitude. You have Athena here. Strategy, clarity, intellect. Like I have said, you are very intelligent and wise. You see things and people very clearly. You sense what they are going to say before they even say it, I feel. You sense what they are feeling and what they aren't saying. Like what they aren't saying. Athena was very wise, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe she's also the goddess of battle too. Please correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but I believe Athena was also the goddess of war and battle, hence the strategy wording here. And so I feel you can be very strategic in the way you handle situations, group one. This is one of your gifts. And because you can sense how people truly are, or for some of you, you may even sense a situation is going to happen before it does. Regardless, one of your gifts is strategy, because you basically know what's coming. And so you can be strategic in how you handle this situation. And I feel like that does tie in with the mountain, major challenge to overcome here. If you do see a challenging situation coming your way, you won't shy away or hesitate, group one. You'll figure out how you're going to handle the situation and stand strong like the mountain. Mountains are all about strength. They are unmoving. They are motionless. A symbol, I feel, of another superpower you have. You will stand strong and stand up for what's right when faced with adversity, group one. You also have the August card over here. The August month number is 8, which I believe is about financial abundance also. Second chakra, abundance. But 8 is also associated with the infinity symbol. If you turn 8 on its side, it is the infinity symbol. And so I feel with August here, I feel you are someone who has no limits, group one, in a good way. Like you're willing to be educated on new things. You're willing to try new things. You are a very intelligent person who understands that there's always something new to learn. I'm going to get a couple of tarot cards to see what other information comes through for you. But yes, you are a very strong and strategic and intelligent person. Five of Pentacles. I can see both of them want to come out. We've got the Page of Swords and the King of Swords that wanted to come out there. And we'll get one more card for you. And the Star, that came straight out. Okay. Interesting, the Five of Pentacles has come out. The Five of Pentacles is all about abandonment. Let's bring these cards up a little. All about abandonment. So being left out in the colds. That is what the Five of Pentacles is about. You may have experienced abandonment in the past, or these feelings of being left out, these feelings of isolation, group one, and this experience may be why you now have this ability to stand up for people, stand up for what's right, and you aren't afraid to voice your opinion. You may currently be questioning your faith and abilities, or you have in the past with the Five of Pentacles coming up here. But I'm noticing with this particular Five of Pentacles, she has roots growing from her hair. She has roots growing from her hair and a beautiful rose growing inside her. I'm feeling one of your gifts, group one, is to constantly grow even when faced with difficult situations. And with the red rose or the red flower in the middle here, with the red flower, I'm feeling not only will you continue to grow, but you'll continue to create and remain passionate in regard to your goals, your wants, and your dreams with this particular Five of Pentacles. You won't let anything bring you down. The color red is about courage and sacrifice. It's about passion and love too. Just another sign of your superpowers, I feel. And you also had the Page of Swords and the King of Swords come out together. This particular deck has two Kings of Swords, a female King of Swords and a male King of Swords. You've got the female King of Swords, a sign again of your feminine nature, your nurturing nature. Not to say you're feminine, but the energy that you've got going on. As I said, with the Page and the King of Swords, this goes hand in hand with Athena, I feel. You are a very factual person, group one, a very logical person. You have this ability to remove emotion from certain things. Not everything, but in a highly stressful situation, I can see you are able to act fast and logically. You may have this thirst for knowledge with the Page of Swords here, but I'm also feeling from the Page of Swords, you are able to receive communication in a way that others can't perceive. And this could be in a psychic way, but it can also just be the ability to read the room and feel what others are feeling. And you have the Star. I feel like you really do light up the room when you walk in. I'm feeling you shine when you enter the room, group one, but also that you have healing abilities here. The Star is all about healing and having faith in miracles. I'm feeling setting intentions and focusing on manifestations will bring much abundance for you, even more than you already have. You have this gift to manifest what you want if you focus on that here, I see. You naturally have that gift already, a gift that you may be unaware of. But that is what I'm seeing for you, group one. You are very intuitive. You are a clairsentient person. You can sense things. Having this ability to read people, emotions, and even sense the energy as a whole in a room when you walk in. You may also have had particular moments where you've sensed something that's going to happen and it did. You are incredibly wise beyond your years and are able to manifest your desires when you concentrate on them. You're also strong, so strong, and you're not afraid to stand up and speak. You're not afraid to stand up and speak when there's cause to do so. That's what I'm seeing for you, group one. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If it resonated, please hit that like button and subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. Thanks. Hello, group two. If you chose this heather earring, this earring from Scotland, then this will be your reading on your superpowers, your hidden talents, or your gifts. You may be quite a protective person given you were drawn to the heather earring. I believe heather has a protective energy and also a pure and healing energy. So we'll start with your chakra cards first, then move on to your pre-shuffled oracle cards here. And then I'll get you some tarot cards further into the reading. So don't forget to like the video if it resonates, but let's take a look at your chakra cards. You've got the 5th chakra, the throat chakra, connect with spirit. And you have the 3rd chakra, the solar plexus, self-worth and self-esteem. Okay, yes, you have this sense of self-worth with the solar plexus here. You know your worth, group two, and you're also very connected with spirit, with the 5th chakra. I believe group one got the 5th chakra in their reading also, more around communication than connecting with spirit, but that may be a sign to watch group one's reading too if you feel called to. Excuse me. But you are very connected with spirit with this particular card coming up, group two. Even if you aren't aware just yet, you have the gift of connecting with spirit. You may notice signs and synchronicities coming up regularly in your everyday life, repeating numbers, lights going on and off, items falling off shelves, that kind of thing. If you currently don't feel connected to spirit, then this is a sign that if you try to, you'll find that connection really flows. I'm feeling you have the gift of slowing down your vibration and quietening your mind with this card coming up, group two. The throat chakra is connected to both this grounding physical energy and this spiritual intuitive energy. So it essentially has the ability to connect both 5D and 3D, bringing spirituality down to earth. And so I feel some of you may have the gift of communicating with the divine, or for some, communicating with those who have passed on. Vessel. I keep hearing vessel. You may have been brought down to earth for communication between spirit and the 3D group too. That message wasn't for everyone, but I'm definitely feeling you do have a strong gift to connect with both worlds if you quieten your mind and meditate. You also have the 3rd chakra, self-worth and self-esteem here. A person with self-worth that takes responsibility for their actions. That's who you are. You have the natural ability to surround yourself with positive people and positive situations, group two. I'm feeling you are assertive, knowledgeable, and confident, all tremendous gifts to have. And you may be thinking, well, those are not gifts, Tashi, but they are. Confidence and self-esteem don't come easily to everyone. Some people work very hard for that. And let's get a look the remainder of your oracle cards out. We've got Dragonfly, Truth Transcends Illusion. We've got Caradwin, Wisdom, Banishment. We've got Seahorse, Family Matters. Boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. I don't think the wording is relevant for that one. We'll get to it in a moment. Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. Flowers, happiness. Wise one, grow within your current situation. And spring, see your seeds grow. I'm really getting group 1 vibes. They had a rabbit tea leaf card come up for them. They had a rabbit tea leaf card come up for them, as I said. I'm feeling this is a sign to really go within, meditate and connect with spirit, really grow your gifts, group 2, but also much like group 1, I feel with the rabbit here that you are hardworking and able to manifest your desires if you put your energy towards manifestation. This actually looks more like a hare, doesn't it? It's a hare or a really big rabbit. I think it's a hare. Which again, I believe the hare spirit animal is all about manifesting your desires. So there's that. Yes, we are going to get some tarot cards in just a moment, but let's take a look at what we've got here. You've got, you also have 2 wise women here coming up in your reading. I feel like I'm repeating part of group 1's reading, but you are very wise, group 2. You have quite an old soul. I'm also noticing the crow here in this picture. The crow. Crows can represent the afterlife and the future, and this woman has a feather in her hair there as well. A symbol of your connection with spirit, group 2. You may find feathers show up in your life when you're going through a difficult time or you're mourning the loss of someone. You may ask for feathers to show up when you're pondering a decision and feel you need guidance. If this does happen, this is your angels or your loved ones trying to connect with you, group 2. I am feeling for some that you have mediumship abilities, and this may come in many different forms. You don't necessarily have to see people. You don't necessarily have to see people who've passed on or see your spirit guides. You could hear or just know or feel spirits around you. That message wasn't for everyone, so don't freak out, but I had to say it because it popped into my head. But you all definitely have this connection to spirituality. You are very intuitive. If you were to harness that and work on that intuition, that gift would really grow, I feel. And you do have a seahorse here. Seahorse. Family matters. The seahorse spirit animal is very observant and has great foresight. And the dragonfly spirit animal is all about having the sight. The dragonfly has nearly 360-degree vision, I believe, and so they can see things that others can't. Truth transcends illusion. They can see through deception and lies and can connect with energies that others can't. The dragonfly is also very flexible and adaptable. Abilities I feel you have also, group 2. Oops, your earrings. This boat card. It says money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. As I said, I don't really feel the wording here is relevant to your gifts, although you do have the ability to manifest money if you desire. I'm actually really drawn to the picture though. I'm really drawn to the picture. I remember having a dream about a boat. And I feel like I'm reliving that dream now. The boat here is around understanding yourself more on a subconscious level, I believe. It also refers to a spiritual journey. A sign, I feel, again, that you are very intuitive and very connected with spirit. I'm also seeing a pyramid, like an Egyptian pyramid. I believe Egypt, many years ago, they believed that the afterlife journeyed by boat to their gods, but I don't know much about Egyptian history. So if you know much about that, please comment below. But I did just see a pyramid when I was touching this card, which is interesting. But I'm feeling this is a sign for some of your mediumship skills, this boat card. But anyway, we've got Ceridwen here, and I'm probably not pronouncing that right. The energy I'm picking up from this card is the energy I'm picking up from this card is much the same as the wise one here. I am curious about this banishment wording here though. So I might quickly get the book because I've actually never pulled this card before. One moment, I'm just going to grab the book. Okay, so I've got the book. So we've got Crescent Moon, Celtic Welsh Wisdom, Banishment. Ceridwen, keeper of the cauldron, to the patron goddess of witches. She is a wise and powerfully skilled herbalist and enchantress. She can also shapeshift. When the crescent moon wanes, it is a powerful time to tap into your wise crone energy. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. It is also auspicious to clear house. Banish negativity and things that no longer serve. Take a moment to rest, reflect, and contemplate, ready for the planting of new seeds. A new cycle is soon to begin. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So we have the connection with the spring. See your seeds grow. Card, and that line saying knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. I feel that goes back to your self-worth here, self-worth and self-esteem. But this also talks about, the book also talks about herbalism, which is interesting. Herbalism and witches. Herbalism is significant here and goes with the flowers card, I feel. Yeah. Flowers and other vegetation are used in herbalism. Now, I don't know a lot about herbalism. I wish I knew more, but you may find you are drawn to plants and what they can do for you in a medicinal sense. Some of you may be drawn to a very holistic way of life. Yeah, a very holistic way of life, and I feel this message is coming up here as encouragement to do that. If you feel called to start researching, start a course or whatever, then that's for a reason. The reason you feel called to is because you are meant to be doing it. You may find you have a strong ability to discover the root cause of certain illnesses and a savvy mind when it comes to herbs and their medicinal purposes. Some of you watching may be naturopaths. But yes, you also have tortoise here, slowly but surely get ahead. a sign that one of your superpowers is to always have this will to move forward, even when it's hard, group 2. That self-worth and self-esteem helps you to protect any negative energy surrounding you, like the turtle with his hard shell. I have no idea what just came out then, but I am feeling the energy is very similar to group 1's. Let's get you some tarot cards here. You want to come out. Knight of Pentacles. King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Alistair's group 2 need to know about their superpowers, please, Spirit. Whoa. I feel like that one wants to come out. What is it? The 5 of Wands. And one more. And the High Priestess. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Pentacles, much like the turtle, the Knight of Pentacles is all about slow and steady wins the race. I'm feeling part of your gift is this perseverance, group 2, taking each step at a time with the Knight of Pentacles here. And you have the High Priestess. Yes, group 2, the High Priestess is all about intuition. She is wise. She's a wise woman with spiritual knowledge. In the tradition of Pamela Coleman-Smith or Rider-Waite deck, she's pictured with 2 pillars opposite her, a representation of walking between 2 worlds, a representation of the light and the dark, and having the ability to access both. I'm feeling your superpower is connected with the 5D. I'm also feeling your superpower. I'm feeling you have this gift where you're able to explore your subconscious and confront anything buried, any fears. You have this strength where you will face your fears, group 2. You have the sight, as I said, and this is a superpower. The 5 of Wands, I feel, is another sign that you can be like you will. It's another sign with the King of Wands, actually, of your self-esteem and your self-worth. Like you will fight for what's right. You will fight for yourself. But you're wise enough to do it in a way where you strategically place things where they need to be placed in order for it to be done in a way that's not toxic. I hope that makes sense. The King of Wands is all about creativity. He also sort of sits on his chair and dictates and tells people what to do. And I know that's probably not worded in the best way, but there's this sense that you can get through difficult situations in a more peaceful and strategic sense, in a way where you still hold on to your self-worth and your self-esteem in a way that doesn't hurt anyone as much as it could. But yes, your superpower is not only this wisdom, but also this confidence, this thick shell, and this knowing about yourself. Some of you may feel you can pick up on certain mediumship abilities. If so, I'd do some research and possibly try to connect with someone who can provide you with more information and give you more advice. But I think that's it from me, group 2. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If it resonated, please like the video and subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. Thanks. Hello, group 3. If you chose this little love heart, then this will be your reading on your superpowers, your hidden talents and your gifts. So we'll start with these chakra cards first, then move on to your oracle cards here. And then I'll be getting you some tarot cards as well. So let's take a look. We've got the 6th chakra, the 3rd eye chakra, inner knowing. And we've got, oh, the 6th chakra again, mindfulness. Holy moly. You are powerful. You've got 2 3rd eye chakras, group 3. The 6th chakra is all about seeing into the future. You may find you're able to see things coming, group 3. You might have experienced this inner knowing around things happening in your life, things happening in your loved ones' lives before they actually do happen. And I do feel like I'm starting to repeat myself from other readings, but I'm just being honest and this is what's coming through. So if you feel drawn to group 1s or 2s, there's a similar energy here. Maybe I attract a particular type of person to my channel, but wow. No one's got 2 3rd eye chakras, 2 6th chakras come up in their reading so far. Amazing. I do feel like I'm about to repeat myself a little here. But with the 6 chakras coming up, I am feeling you have this uncanny ability to see what is coming, or for some, you may even find you can tap into the spiritual world. You may be able to see people who have passed on. If not that, you do have this strong ability. You do have strong senses about people and situations, even if you aren't aware of it yet. The 3rd eye is an invisible eye located on your forehead. It is very powerful, and if you work on opening it up, it can help your intuition. It can help you to understand energies around you and many other things in your life. But regardless, if you resonate with that message, because I sense not all of you will, you do have this ability to see clearly how things will or won't fall into place, group 3. If you're working on a project at work, for example, you may have this gift of figuring out the finer details, predicting any obstacles that might be put in front of you that might hold the project back, and ensuring that everything runs smoothly before even beginning the project, I feel. And then if you're organizing a holiday, I can feel you are very savvy when it comes to making sure everything is lined up. If you feel not good about a certain flight, you'll look into an alternative option. I'm feeling you just intuitively know things, group 3, and you're very good at trusting your gut, trusting your intuition. What I'm feeling from this mindfulness card in particular is that you are a natural nurturer, and I believe I said that in another reading, but this is what's coming through. This is what I'm seeing. You have a very loving and motherly energy, which is a gift in itself. People feel at peace in your presence, and you naturally have this very calming and loving energy, which may be why you were attracted to this little love heart. But let's get your oracle cards. So we've got Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. Demeter, harvest the divine feminine. Lily, spiritual love. Fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. I'm feeling it's love here, not hate. Skull, hidden secrets can harm you. I don't think the wording is particularly relevant, but the skull does, a message does come with the skull. I'll get to that in a moment. And Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. And Oracle, wait for important information. And Broken Arrow, embrace the energy of peace. Okay. Okay, so we're going to get tarot cards in a minute. But Demeter, Harvest, the divine feminine, I'm feeling you have a very feminine energy, a very nurturing energy, as I said. I'm feeling one of your gifts here is to really lift others up and help them grow on a very literal level, but also on a spiritual level too. You have this very positive and you can do it energy that people like to be around group 3. You are great at encouraging others to grow. To do that course, to ask themselves the whys around why they are triggered by certain things. You are great at encouraging people to chase their dreams and follow their instincts, I feel. You have this superpower around helping others, group 3. I really feel that. You have Lily here, spiritual love. Which is showing me again how loving you are, how in tune you are with your spiritual side. Lilies are also a sign of femininity, and you don't have to be female to have feminine energy. We all have both masculine and feminine, but I'm feeling you are just very inspiring to others. The way you handle situations, the way you approach life is inspiring. You are a very strong and passionate person with the fire card here. I'm focused on the love wording here. I don't think the hate is relevant. You love hard, group 3, which is a gift in itself. You have this astronomical amount of determination and fire that others admire. You may be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but you don't have to be. There's just this strong sense of passion and love. Like, you love hard. You look after the people in your life. You also have mouse spirit. Tend to the small things. Mouse spirit is again a sign of your ability to see the small things that could become big, that could become a hindrance in the future, and to make sure that everything runs smoothly. Mouse spirit sees all of the details and all of the fine print and is confident when it comes to achieving goals. And I feel you are much the same. You see issues and obstacles that may seem small to the average person, but you have this ability to predict how big that issue will come and to make sure that issue is dealt with before it becomes a big problem, I feel. Where others are like, it's not a big deal, group 3, relax. You're like, well, no, this is likely to become a big deal in the future, so I'm going to deal with it now. Skull. I definitely don't feel this card has come up to say something's going to harm you. Not at all. I'm actually feeling that you again have this ability to see the potential of harm and addressing it before it can happen or before it can become harmful. I'm also feeling with the skull here that you naturally have that higher knowledge, that higher knowing, group 3. You also have a very accepting and open mind, which is probably why others feel so comfortable around you, so at peace in your presence. And you know when is the time to be still and when is the time to act. Because you are so gifted at seeing into the future, at sensing what is coming, you may also find your loved ones come to you for advice or guidance regularly with the oracle here. This broken arrow over here is another sign of the peaceful energy you put out and your uncanny ability to fix things. You make sure that broken things are fixed and the small issues don't become a big catastrophe. You ensure a solid foundation is laid out with the Tower here. A solid foundation is laid out so everything runs smoothly for everyone. But let's get your tarot cards, group 3, and see what comes up for you. I've got the 8 of Swords, the Queen of Cups. What is group 3's superpower, please, Spirit? What is group 3's superpower, please, Spirit? What is group 3's superpower? I'm feeling interesting that the 8 of Swords is here. It can be all about self-imposed restriction, which I'm not sensing here. What I'm really feeling is that you are highly intelligent, group 3. Swords are all about intellect and logic. You are very focused and can map out the best way to approach situations, the smoothest, most logical way to handle tricky situations with the 8 of Swords here, I feel. Whoa. That's a lot. I was only planning on getting one, but let's do it. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Hanged Man. Oh my goodness, this is like nearly double the amount I planned to get. You've got the High Priestess here. How interesting. The King of Pentacles and the Hierophant. My goodness. Okay. So with the Queen of Cups here, I can see again, you are a very nurturing and caring, feminine person. You are the person people go to, and that's a superpower in itself. You have this nurturing energy. With the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, I can see you are a very stable person. You have this sense of stability that people admire. I believe group 2 got the High Priestess as well. And the High Priestess is all about intuition, and she is the spies. She is the wise woman with spiritual knowledge. So I feel there is this spiritual knowledge about you, of course, with the 6. You've got 2 third-eye chakras here. In the original Pamela Coleman or Rider-Waite deck, and I'm repeating myself from the other reading, but the High Priestess has 2 pillars on either side of her, a representation of walking between 2 worlds, of the light and the dark, and having the ability to access both. I'm feeling your superpower, or part of, is connecting with the 5D and helping others. I'll adjust this camera a little. You have this gift of being able to let go of things and trust in something bigger than yourself, group 3. Trusting the universe will lead you with the Hangman here. And the Hierophant, I'm feeling with the Hierophant here that you have the ability to teach, group 3. If you harness that ability, look at this little owl with the book and the little girl learning. I'm picturing you as the owl. if you harness that ability, that giving, nurturing ability, and that knowing, you'll be the person others come to learn from. You will be the higher wisdom others seek, I feel. Wow. Okay. Beautiful, group 3. Your superpower is this natural ability to see things coming before they do. This natural ability to nurture and teach. You handle difficulties with ease and grace and in a mindful way. Your third eye chakra is strong with these two cards coming up. And with the high priestess, the Hierophant, like, I would look into activating your third eye so you can do this work I feel like you were brought down to do. You can activate your third eye by meditating or using crystals, or both. Lapis lazuli helps with your third eye, or clear quartz. But yeah, or you can try and learn from someone else, do a course, or start reading up on it. But you have a strong feminine energy, this creative energy, and this flow about you. But that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing, group 3. I think that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If it resonated, please like the video and subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. Thanks. Hello, group 4. If you chose this necklace piece, then this will be your reading on your hidden talents, your superpowers, and your gifts. So we'll be starting with your chakra cards first, and then I'll be getting more messages from your oracle, pre-shuffled oracle cards here, and tarot cards later on in the reading. But let's take a look at your chakra cards. So first one we've got is first chakra, base chakra, independence, and sixth chakra, third eye chakra, knowledge. We've been getting a lot of sixth chakras come through here. I feel like, and I've said this in my last reading, I feel like I might be attracting a certain type of person to my channel, but the readings have been similar energies throughout. So if you felt attracted to another group, I would go ahead and watch that. But with the first chakra here, this is your root chakra. The base chakra is your root chakra. I can see with the first and the sixth coming up that one of your powers, group 4, is this balance between remaining grounded but also being connected to your spiritual side. Because the sixth chakra, the third eye chakra, is all about having that inner knowing, this awareness. So there is this ability to remain grounded but also be connected with spirit, connected with your higher self. Balance is a strong ability coming through here. I can see you are very independent, a get it done kind of person, and this is power in itself. I feel people look at you and wonder how you do get it all done, group 4, and how you appear to get it done in such a no nonsense, I don't need anyone kind of way. That's not to say you don't need people. We all need help from time to time, but you have this very stable ability. You have this very logical and selfless way of approaching tasks, I feel. It won't surprise me if the Nine of Pentacles comes up when we get to your tarot cards. But I can see you are incredibly self-sufficient and incredibly independent, as the first chakra says. And you may be thinking, well, that's not a superpower, Tashi, but trust me, it is. And this self-sufficiency that you have doesn't come easily to others. You are the type of person who sees what you want and you go out and get it, group 4. With this knowledge, third eye chakra, you are instinctive. You understand with knowledge comes power, and your ability to actively seek knowledge will bring you more power, group 4. I'm feeling you may question certain things in your life, possibly in regard to spirituality, but it could be anything. And when you question that thing, You are then head down in a book or actively watching like YouTube videos to better your understanding of that topic. You actively try becoming more knowledgeable on that topic. Knowledge and independence may not sound like a superpower per se, Group 4, but they are abilities that not everyone has. And we'll get more from your oracle cards over here, but they are strong abilities to have. So what have we got here? We've got wolf spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom, of course, with the knowledge card here. We have Sif, free spirit, fertility, leap of faith. We have Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. I don't think the wording is relevant here, but I really do feel the Ram is relevant. You're definitely not a stubborn, aggressive person. We've got Bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Basket, recognition, reward for merit. Let me just pick this up. We've got hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. I feel like you are the person that helps and assists. Guardian angel, you are not alone. And medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. Gosh, she's gorgeous. But I do want to start with this Ram card. The wording on the Ram is irrelevant here, Group 4. I don't feel you're a stubborn, aggressive person. Rams are actually a symbol of great strength and determination. They also have these huge horns on their heads for protection. And so I feel one of your abilities here is not only that you are a determined and brave individual, but also you know how to create boundaries in your life. You know how to protect yourself if you need to, which makes perfect sense with the independence card here. Wolf spirit. The synchronicity of the wolf card and the knowledge card is not lost on me. You are the type of person who will turn knowledge into wisdom. The wolf spirit animal is bold, instinctive, intelligent, and incredibly loyal. All gifts I feel you have here. Wolves also have great sight, hearing, and smell. So if you find any of those senses are strong for you, then you can work on that. Even though you are intelligent, determined, and just have many abilities, I'm getting a strong succubus vibe here. I'm not saying you're a demon. I'm just saying one of your superpowers is this seductive trance-like quality that leaves people looking at you in awe. And you can make even the most intelligent of people look like a little bit of a numpty. I don't know how to explain this, but the energy is making me feel like you are either highly attractive or you have this extremely attractive energy that makes people stand to attention. Like you'd walk into a room and others will leap up or be gaping at you. Do you know what I mean? Like you have a very alluring, engaging energy here with the Sif spirit. Sif spirit with the Sif goddess, rather. And I feel the reason you were gifted with the superpower of being seductive, or not even that, being alluring, is because you have like the reason you have admirers or people that just really enjoy your energy is you are gifted with that to help. The reason you are recognized, Group 4, is so that you are able to help others. because you do have medicine mother and hand here as well. The cards are all over the place. You have medicine mother and hand. I'm feeling your true superpower here, group 4, is to help others. You will give them a hand. You were given the gift of to use your knowledge and individuality in order to serve and help others in this world. And this could come in many different forms. You could be a beautician, helping women to feel empowered and to love the skin they're in. Or you could be working in the medical field, literally helping people to stay alive. You could be like this medicine mother, some kind of healer. It'll come in many forms, but I do feel this. I'm feeling strongly here that all of your qualities, gifts, and abilities, all of your strengths are in order to help others, to use your inner knowing, your inner knowledge, your engaging energy to help. You are extremely insightful, and I feel like you've had that life experience where you can truly help others with that knowing and understanding around what they've been through and what they're going through. You've got guardian angel here. You also have, you are being guided by your angels here, group 4. You are being guided. You may notice feathers throughout your day-to-day. I'd look for any signs. Feathers can also represent freedom, which I'm just noticing now. We've got free spirit here, leap of faith, Sif, and then we've got the feather, freedom. But the freedom I feel of completely and utterly being yourself is inspiring for others. It really is inspiring for others. It encourages others to chase their dreams, to completely be themselves and to live a more fulfilling and happy life, a life that's in line with their higher self, and it puts them on the path they were brought down here to be on. But let's get your tarot cards and get some more information here. So, what is group 3's? Oh, what is group 4's? What is group 4's superpower, please, Spirit? You. Not taking reversals today. Temperance. Okay. So with temperance, you understand that trial and error brings success, that sometimes you have to fall to stand up really tall and be the best version of yourself. That life experience that you've had, group 4, has given you the gift of bringing this combination of many elements together in order to not only find balance in your own life, but to inspire others too. What is a group 4's superpower, please, Spirit? What is group 4's superpower? 2 of Pentacles. You have this innate ability to juggle many things, which people admire, and is a superpower in itself. Look at that woman standing on top of the tower, balancing and then juggling these things. You can juggle all sorts of things. You can do your work, help others, gain knowledge, continuously try to progress in a knowledgeable sense, as well as finding that time to nurture and take care of others. What is group 4's superpower, please, Spirit? And we've got judgment. Interesting. And the Magician. Okay. The magician has all of the tools to make what he wants come into existence, or she wants from this particular card. It's a woman. You have great personal power, group 4, with the root chakra as well here, the base chakra. You have this, the base chakra and the third eye chakra and the magician. I can see you really do have the gift of connecting with the universe and the earth, with spirit and the earth, with the 5D and the 3D. You have this ability to orchestrate what you want into existence, to manifest what you want. In the more common Pamela Coleman Smith or Rider-Waite deck, the magician is pictured with his arm pointing up towards the universe, with one hand pointing upwards towards the universe and one hand pointing down towards the earth, showing his ability to connect with the spiritual realm and the material realm. Sorry, one hand to the sky, one hand to the earth. I'm explaining this terribly. But with the magician, you have this ability to connect with both. The magician also has, in the more common deck, a table sitting in front of him with a pentacle, a sword, a wand, and a cup of water, showing that he has all of the tools to bring what he wants to the 3D world and to manifest it into existence. You have this gift also, group 4. With judgment here, I'm feeling you aren't afraid of a rebirth, group 4. You aren't afraid to wipe the slate clean and start again. You won't sugarcoat anything, and you're willing to start again if you've gone down the wrong path. You're willing to start again if it's for your higher good, which is a gift in itself, because new starts are very hard. But that's what I'm seeing for you in relation to your powers, gifts, and abilities, group 4. You are an incredibly determined, alluring, intelligent, selfless person who has the ability to inspire and, you know, bring that inspiration into existence. Like, bring that to show people how to bring their dreams into existence. That's what I'm seeing here. If you enjoyed this reading, please don't forget to give the video a like. And if you'd like to see more from me, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, guys.